Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 6th of October. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Macquarie Group, BrainChip, Metals X, Aon Metals and Allchem. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you're getting the free newsletter every Thursday, but my stock tips come out on the Tuesday in the Dynamic Investor Report. So make sure you've subscribed to that report. But if you do enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review. Our main business is in portfolio management. So if you'd like to have a trading account with me and have me guide you every time I think there's something worth buying or selling, then please let me know. And the advice here is general only. So we've got the daily chart here of Macquarie Group. As we could see, like the rest of the market, heading south. What's interesting though, very recently, where the broader market bottomed out in June and has so far been holding on to that, we could see that Macquarie did fall under that. So this 160 level was a strong level of support. It was a major level for it, but instead of making a higher low, it's made another lower low. So basically it's just confirming that the stock is in a downtrend. Obviously the move has been quite sharp over the last couple of weeks, so quite a bit of volatility there. So the high volatility to me suggests that it's likely to continue lower. So even though it's got its head back above 160, we've got a situation of lower lows and lower highs. So at this point, you'd expect it to continue to head lower. Okay, BrainChip. So when I look at the recent price action here, I could see it's falling back, but it looks like it's setting up for another move higher, even if it's a short-term move. So you've got this low here at 80 cents, followed by a rally in July, and then the recent pullback, we could see it's just been easing back, starting to round out above 80 cents. Possibly it's a buy here. I mean, this sort of gap up on volume looks like a bit of a breakout. The only negative is that it closed near the lows of the day. So possibly looks like it wants to give you another short-term move higher. You could potentially even just look at that. Obviously a dollar will give you quite a bit of resistance. You may even wait for the crack of a dollar, and then there's a little move there to trade. Okay, MLX. So we can see that decline there in the middle of the year, and then it started to really slow down and level out. So leveling out of the sort of downtrend, forming a bit of a base, and then sort of broke higher yesterday actually. So it looks like 30 cents was a major level for it, and we could see it breaking higher on quite a big uptick in volume. So that's actually potentially a buying opportunity there. You can run a tight stop just under the breakout, but it does look like it's going to recover from here. Okay, Aon. It's not too much to go off on this chart. I mean, most recently it's just been chopping sideways. What is obvious, I guess, at a first glance is, sort of volume here recently on the way down. But then as it's trying to climb higher, there's not much volume. Liquidity is quite poor as well. So I'm just looking at the volume here. Not many shares traded, so that's a double-edged sword. It works well when it wants to go up because the lack of liquidity means that you're taking out these price levels very quickly because of the lack of sellers. But then it works obviously on the way down as well. So we could see that if you need to get out, the lack of volume on the bid can be a problem. So yeah, quite a risky one. But at the moment, it's not. I can't figure anything out from this chart. Okay, and AKE, Allchem. So Recently we did have a bit of an upside break there. It looks like sort of $14 was a bit of a level for it. Came up to 14, congested under it, gave the break to the upside, started to stall again, but instead of moving higher for another leg, it fell back. We could see most recently it did fall under that break. Now it's struggling to know what to do. Yeah, there's just no real setup here. I mean, you've got a sharp pullback under a breakout, managed to recover, but then yesterday it's closed on its lows, pretty much right on, give or take a few cents, that breakout zone. So if it can just hold above 14 and just prove itself for a few days that it will hold, maybe there's a setup there, but it looks like it's at risk of falling under. So to me, that's not a setup. You want moves out of tighter ranges. This one's still very, very much up in the air as to where it might head to from here. Okay, well that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through. We'll try to cover it next Thursday.